Get right into it. This is wild.
So I guess Cardi B's new boyfriend broke up with her and claims that her BBL stinks. Oh my God!
When Cardi B finally broke up with Offset, many of Cardi B's fans were so excited. It was a sad story, and Cardi B was being abused, she was being cheated on, and she was being manipulated by the big bad wolf named Offset.
Like, you always see these women, that seemingly would never need a man. She's worth, imagine, hundreds of millions of dollars, if not $100 million, right? I have no idea, but she's very successful recording artist. But it's just so interesting. This woman has, I think, two or three kids, two or three children, and she's still out here in these streets trying to find a dude. Amazing.
A Tyler Perry movie, she found a person that was going to change her life. No longer will she be dealing with dusty ass Offset who had bad gambling problems. She was going into the arms of an NFL athlete who was rich, successful, and according to many Cardi B's fans, good looking. And he was going to be the guy to change everything for her.
And I'm not gonna lie, y'all can hate on Cardi and Stefon Diggs all y'all want, but at the end,
you always see a chick like this, Wizard Liz fans. Whoever these chicks go for is the best dude ever, but they'll turn on a dime as soon as things go sour. All of a sudden, the dude's a deadbeat. He's this, he's that. Amazing how that works.
At the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding, baby. And that goes for many things. The difference between a boy and a man, the difference between the way a woman acts when she's with a boy and a man.
That's another hilarious take. You see a lot of feminists will bring this up, how they need to have a real masculine man in order to bring out their female traits, their femininity. You go to get a job, the prospective employer is asking, what are your skills, what's your skill set? You tell them, oh well, in the right position I really lock in. If this job really works out for me, you'll see I'm a star employee. Trust me, bro.
Difference between a man loving the woman for her and a man loving the woman for the idea of her. Like, I feel like Cardi B with Offset was Cardi B. Cardi B with Stefon Diggs is Belcalis. Like, two different versions of her. And it's crazy because everybody can kind of say that Stefon Diggs love bombing Cardi B. And to be honest, if he is, she ain't dumb. One thing about Cardi, she's not dumb. I feel
they're never dumb. Wizard Liz either. Never dumb. These chicks are never dumb.
Like she only put up with as much as she did from Offset because of the kids and the marriage. Without that, I think
it'll always be the man's fault. It'll always be the dude's fault because this chick can do no wrong. She's never dumb. She a prize. She a prize, y'all.
Have been gone, but
BBL and all.
I know Cardi is real big on loyalty. You can literally look at Cardi between the two and tell the difference. Like with Offset, the way she dressed, the way she talked, the way she acted, and I think that it was honestly genuinely a reflection of her and her relationship, the way she was being treated by him. But with Stefon, it's totally different. And like I said, not only in the way of how he's treating her, how she dresses, how she's been carrying herself, how she's been talking. Like it's two different forms of her. Like same person but different people.
Cardi A and Cardi B.
Her fans were even saying, listen, you see how she's changing, she's glowing, and you know how women will be like, oh my God, I'm so happy for her. We love to see it.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
It's great to see the Soulja Boy memes still relevant.
Let's even get into some of the comments. Look at this. Andrea Babb says, you are so right. Christine was like, literally, she's so soft and feminine with Stefon. When she was with Offset, she was always in fight or flight mode, all gangster, always on edge.
I find it very hard to believe that Cardi B was in a feminine role in any capacity. These words describe Cardi B if ever I've seen them. Gangsta, on edge. A wise woman once said, when you squeeze a lemon juice comes out. You can't get lemonade out of an apple.
But now it's like she can finally breathe. If Stefon really turns out to be her Prince Charming, they could last a long time. And honestly, she might be the one to finally tame him. I love that for her.
And all these chicks weighing in, they always, older chicks be single every time. They live vicariously through these women. It's insane.
Her. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, her fans were just like so happy for her. But not everybody was sold on Offset.
Nothing about that is a win. Nothing about that is like a dig to offset the way you think it is. It is, but it ain't. Like, could he be somewhere in his feelings? Possibly. But at the end of the day, she has not upgraded because Stefon Diggs, as far as his character goes, is not a better man.
Uh-oh. Some folks didn't think that Stefon Diggs was an upgrade. He just really wasn't a better man. Then DJ Academics caught a lot of slack for predicting this.
Like, I hate to even say it, bro. Yo, let's see from a year from now, Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. Cardi B got 3 children, bro. When niggas get with single moms, bro, niggas be in there like Six Flags, man. And as soon as like they've been on the ride too much times, yo, go back to your baby dads, man. Yo, listen, I got a new ride, man. Like, this is a new amusement park over there.
Yo, this is wild because I actually saw this live and I was cracking up. This is the first time I was watching DJ Academics. This chick is ghetto as hell, just to show how low class. Cardi B reveals she's pierced her butt crack. She's got the pics to prove it. This is unbelievable. It's crazy that women will defend people like this. It makes them look so bad. Women will outwardly get on the internet and tie themselves to this type of person. So I got my butt crack pierced. A real winner, folks. These people are unbelievable.
When chicks be like, I'm outside, I'm like, you got kids, you shouldn't be outside. You should be inside.
That's facts. That's absolute facts. Why are these chicks trying to be outside when they got kids? You got kids to take care of. What are you doing? You got all the money in the world. What are you doing? Still thinking of yourself? It's crazy.
Looking, but whatever. You see, I love you know, we got new age mentality from women. They think they could be. Go ahead. Let me tell you this. Every chick think there's more Russell Wilsons. There's one Russell Wilson. Ain't no other trying to come do that. Every other they get up in there, they start beating it up, but it always get old after a year. And then they realize, oh, shit, I need to take it to the next level. I got to be taking pictures with you and this little, ain't even my little, I'm good.
Got him.
And I mean, that's kind of harsh for Academics to put it like that. But knowing the kind of guy that Stefon Diggs and the opportunities that he has, and knowing the kind of woman that Cardi B has, I mean, listen.
I don't even know too much about this dude, but anybody could see it. The guy is successful. You know, he's an athlete. This guy has access to creme de la creme. This guy has access to the, you know, the top picking. Even if he's a big player and yet he's notorious for playing the field. These chicks don't care. They're on a boat.
Nobody was surprised to hear and to find out what we heard today. And we saw a few hours ago that Cardi B deleted all of Stefon Diggs' photos from Instagram. And now fans are speculating they've broken up. And it's all over social media. And if you're on X, they have something called Grok, which is like an AI. And people wanted to know if this was actually the truth. This person goes, Grok, is this actually real? And Grok responds,
yes. Reports from sources like Hindustan Times America confirm Cardi B deleted all Stefon Diggs photos from her Instagram today, fueling breakup rumors. Diggs has removed hers, adding uncertainty.
Damn.
Then comments still kept coming in. Suarez said,
Yo, the internet is wild. Bro didn't renew the 30-day trial. That's sad.
this bro didn't renew the 30-day trial. Another person went and asked Grok again, Grok, are they going to get back together? What happened? Grok.
It's crazy that people are actually disinvested. They'll go on Grok. They'll be asking all these questions. Yo, these people won't try to find out, you know, some new biology, you know, breakthroughs. They won't try to find out, you know, the new lithium solid state battery. These people ain't trying to learn. They asking Grok about Cardi B's relationship. That to me is wild.
Grok answers again later.
Based on latest reports, Cardi B has deleted all Stefon Diggs photos from her Instagram, fueling breakup rumors. No confirmed details on what happened. Reconciliation is uncertain. Their relationship was brief and public time will tell.
Another person goes, why buy the cow? You can get the milk for free.
But, you know, all these people feeling bad for this chick, you reap what you sow. This chick is not an angel. Is this the same chick? Cardi B explains why she drugged and robbed men. Okay, interesting. Cardi B has defended herself after a video resurfaced of her saying that she drugged and robbed men who wanted to have X with her while she worked as a stripper before finding fame. The rapper faced criticism after 3-year-old Instagram live video recirculated on social media. Whether or not they were poor choices at the time, I did what I had to do to survive. She had to do it, folks. Living in a first world country. I never claimed to be perfect or come from a perfect world. This is a person that's in a first world country, top 2% resources in the world, first world country. She would have you believe she was starving on the street. I had very limited options. Poor girl. Obviously not canceled. Of course not. I'm not gonna bring up that whole, oh, if she were a man. We know there's a double standard. Double standard is real. It's not going away anytime soon. But it's just unbelievable that she could make a video about this, then outwardly talk about it, and zero repercussion. Well, I don't know. Is that the same Cardi B? Might be a different one. Not sure. It might not be her.
But guys, this speculation of Stefon Diggs and Cardi B breaking up, it's tied to a rumor that happened not so long ago with a young lady on TikTok by the name of Trapper75. Now, Stefon Diggs and Cardi B recently went up to Europe, but what happened is that recently one of these ladies that was on the boat cruise with him is named Trapper75, and so Trapper75 released some photos and videos from inside of Stefon Diggs' mansion. Now, if you can look at this screen grab, the Stefon Diggs side chick Trapper posting a video on TikTok.
This stuff is so ridiculous. But one last thing I'll say on this is, someone like Cardi B, this is where these feminists get into trouble. She's not. I don't think she's outwardly spoken as being a feminist, but her actions do paint her in that light. But this idea that you're gonna get a guy who's rich and famous and has charisma, whatever, he's a top guy, he's a football superstar, or in Offset's case, he's a rapper, performing artist. This idea that you're gonna get these type of dudes and they're gonna be loyal to you, especially when you're the type of chick that shares this type of stuff on Twitter, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. These chicks get up here and act like they're church girls. We're monogamists over here. Over here piercing your butt crack and posting it on Twitter. Okay, Cardi. Whatever you say, Cardi.